Hello, welcome back to our channel Recipes with Rita Mama. Today we have another simple and delicious meat recipe, turkey patties, Indian style.
Yes, so this was a recipe that I used to make for you when you were hungry and coming back from school and wanted to do something fast. So we have 1 pound of organic ground turkey, half an onion we are going to cut finely, 1 tablespoon of ginger cut finely, a few leaves of mint. I like the flavor of mint. I always feel that mint gives a fresh flavor, but if you want to skip it, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, 1/4 of the Scotch bonnet. This is a very, very hot chili, so I'll just take 1/4 of it.
So it's a very spicy chili, and that's why you're going to use only 1/4 of it. And it's called what again?
Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
Any green chili is good.
Okay.
And mix together with 1 egg.
1 egg, okay.
And salt and pepper to taste.
Salt, pepper,
Yeah.
and that's it?
That's
Okay,
it.
great.
So I've just put the ground turkey in here. I'm going to finely cut the onions because it should mix well. You know, pieces of the onion should stick out.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime?
Yeah. Mix the ginger in.
Into the meat?
Yes, into the meat. It should all be very finely cut so that it mixes well. Otherwise, you know,
Am I mixing anything else into the meat?
Yes. The mint, but I need to cut that.
Okay.
Just chop it up. And then you can put the egg as well into that.
Okay.
Egg into that.
The color of this egg looks a little different. It's kind of green. Why is that?
Yeah, that is because I got this. There's a lovely place close home where you get free range eggs, cage-free eggs. Very nice. You see those chickens running all over the backyard.
Okay.
Get this free range.
So you finely chopped up the 1/4 piece of the
Scotch bonnet. The
Scotch bonnet
chili.
as well.
So now I have the ground turkey, the ginger, the onions, the egg, the mint leaves, salt and pepper to taste.
Salt and pepper to taste. Okay.
Maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon, and a few rounds of the pepper. That's good. Let's mix it all up together.
So the key is to try to make the ingredients as small as possible,
Yes.
so that it mixes into the patties pretty well, right?
Maybe I could have made it a little smaller.
You could have made the onions a little smaller.
Finer.
Okay.
Yes, I could have done that. Yes, so that's something to remember, that it should be finely cut.
Okay.
So let's take that out.
So now you're just mixing everything by hand.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering, maybe I could put in 1 more egg. It looks a little dry. So I'm going to put 1 more egg.
1 more egg. Okay.
That's good.
Okay. So you added a 2nd egg because you wanted to make it more wet.
Moist.
More
yes,
moist?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's it. Leave it for a few minutes while we heat up the pan with
Okay.
oil. So
Okay,
just-
Mom. I can see that you're formulating the patties now.
Yeah. Just flattening it up a little bit, and then while the pan is heating up, we just make little rounds. Is it warming up?
Yeah, the pan is warming up. How many tablespoons?
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons. Okay.
It makes it a little sticky, but then when it cooks, it sort of mixes together and hardens.
Got it. Doesn't matter how thin or thick it should be.
So what I do is as I place it in the oil, I press it down a bit, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, you have a medium pan with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil that is on a little bit more than medium-high heat. And the key is to get the oil, you want to get the oil hot, right?
Fairly hot. Yeah.
Fairly hot? Okay. And then
That's
what's the next step?
basically to seal in the juices.
Okay.
Once it's sealed in, we can reduce the heat.
Okay, so in the beginning it's important to get the oil hot. So basically we grab the patties.
Yeah. Flatten it a bit.
And flatten it a little bit.
And then shape it, flatten it, and then just put in the oil.
So we can hear the sizzling happening, which is very important, right?
And I think that should do it. And then just 5. Let me just
5 at a time? Okay.
Not overfry.
Approximately 2 to 3 minutes each side. What do you think?
Just to seal it, once it's sealed, you release the heat.
So you're flipping it pretty soon after you put it in there. So I reduce the heat to medium.
And then what I do is I cover it so that steam cooks.
So the steam
well.
got it.
So maybe about 2 to 3 minutes each side.
Okay.
Maybe it's making it with turkey mince, ground turkey. You can use it with any ground meat of your choice, beef or chicken, whatever ground meat. Of course, with beef, you might probably have to cook it a lot more. That's all.
Got it. So we can use beef if you wanted to. You would just need to increase the cooking time. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna flip it.
Flip it over, yes. And getting brown a bit, right?
Yeah, it's definitely browning.
The reason I like to cover it with a lid is it cooks through. Well, yes. The meat cooks through.
So we've been cooking it for like almost 3 minutes now, I'd say. And we're at medium heat.
Covering it with a lid helps with
Helps
that.
with the splatter.
Yes, yes,
It is splattering quite a bit, so you gotta be careful.
You should cook it 6 to 7 minutes or more, depending on the thickness of the patty.
So depending on the thickness of the patty,
That's right.
6 to 7 minutes
Minutes
or
or
more.
more. Let's make sure that the meat has cooked through.
to make sure the meats go through.
Yeah.
It looks good and it smells really good too.
Done. We'll just give it one quick flip and take it out. Done.
I'll get you a plate.
Drain the oil.
Yeah, it definitely smells really good. So get a close up on the meat. I cut one of them, and as you can see, it's like there's no pink color at all. So you want to cook it for at least 6 to 7 minutes or more, depending on the thickness. Yeah, if your patties are gonna be thicker than this, then maybe cook it for 7 or 8 minutes total. 3 or 4 minutes each side.
Basically, you've got to see that the meat is cooked
Yeah,
through.
the key is to like cut it and look at it in between. But yeah, it smells really good.
Good?
Yeah, really good. It's not dry. And you can taste the ginger, the onions, the mint. It's really good. Like how you always make it. Yeah, really good.
So you can how would you eat it? With bread, with rice, with chapati?
Maybe like a little bit more salt.
Okay. So that's
Maybe you could add a little bit more salt, but the ingredients that you use make it way more than an average turkey patty. It's not a bland.
It's ginger and the green chilies and the mint.
Mm-hmm.
You could use cilantro instead if you don't have mint, or you don't. The herb gives it sort of lifts the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's very versatile. You can have it with a bun, with salad leaves and cucumber, and make a hamburger out of it. Or
Very soft.
Yeah.
And there we go. We have another recipe. Turkey patties, like with some Indian flavors. It was quick. It was really juicy and easy to make. It's also a very versatile recipe. So why don't you talk a little bit about how we would eat this?
Yeah, so Avram, you can use it as a hamburger, big hamburger. You can stuff it into a pita bread, use it as a salad topper. Any way you want, as a quick snack. As you said, it's very quick and easy to make.
And it fills you up.
Yes.
Like 3 or 4 of these will be quite filling. Anything else?
That's it. Enjoy.
There we go. Another recipe from our channel, Recipes with Rita Mama. Good job, Mom.